Vaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Nārāyanam Namaskrityam
Nārāyanam Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiti
Bhakti Bhagavate
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopuraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for the morning Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 19, text number 37. 1937. This chapter name is The Appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. So please repeat the sloka behind me. Ataḥ pṛcchāmi saṁsiddhiṁ
Ataḥ pṛcchāmi saṁsiddhiṁ
yoginām paramam gurum
yoginām paramam gurum
puruṣasyeha kāryaṁ
Puruṣasyeha kāryaṁ
mriyamāṇasya sarvathā.
mriyamāṇasya sarvathā.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Ataḥ,
Ataḥ,
therefore.
therefore,
Pṛcchāmi,
pṛcchāmi,
beg to inquire.
beg to inquire.
Saṁsiddhiṁ,
Saṁsiddhim,
the way of perfection.
The way of perfection.
Yoginām,
yoginām,
of the saints.
Of the saints.
Paramam,
paramam,
the supreme.
The
the supreme,
Gurum,
gurum.
the spiritual master.
The
spiritual master.
Puruṣasyeha,
Puruṣasya,
of a person.
person.
Iha,
Iha,
in this life.
In this life.
this life.
Yat,
Yet,
whatever.
Whatever.
Kāryam,
Kāryam,
duty.
duty.
Mriyamāṇasya,
Mriyamāṇasya,
of one
one
who is going to die.
Who is going to die.
Sarvathā,
sarvathā,
in every way.
In every way.
every way.
Translation. Please repeat behind me. Translation purport by Udvengre Sabhaya Charnavade Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Purport.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Please repeat the translation behind me. You are the spiritual master
You are the
spiritual
master
of great saints and devotees.
of great saints and devotees.
I am therefore
I am therefore
begging you
begging
begging
you
you
to show the way
to show
to
the
the way
of perfection
of
of
perfection
perfection
for all persons,
for
all
all persons,
and especially
and especially
especially
for one
for
for
one
one
who is about to die.
who is
about
about
to die.
to die.
Purport. Unless one is perfectly anxious to inquire about the way of perfection, there is no necessity of approaching a spiritual master. A spiritual master is not a kind of decoration for a householder. Generally, a fashionable materialistic engages a so-called spiritual master without any profit. The pseudo spiritual master, flattering the so-called disciple, and thereby both the master and his word go to hell without a doubt. Mahārāja Parīkṣit is the right type of disciple because he puts forward questions vital to interest of all men, particularly for the dying man. The question put forward by Mahārāja Parīkṣit is the basic principle of the complete thesis of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Now, let us see how intelligently the great master replies. Om Dasa. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnanāñjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamyena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Putre Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavad Pashashate Chatarne. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So the today's sloka, it is talking about Parīkṣit Maharaj. He is inquiring with Sukadeva Goswami. So he is saying that you are the spiritual master of great saints and devotees. He is glorifying the Sukadeva Goswami. He is a spiritual master of great saints and devotees. So he is asking, what is the question he is asking? I am therefore begging you to show the way of perfection for all persons. So for all the persons, he is begging. So the begging in the sense, he was a king. Parīkṣit Maharaj was an emperor of the entire world, and Sukadeva Goswami is looked like a madman. He don't have any material possession, but still in this place, the exact word is used as a begging. So even though he is materially, he was exhausted. The Parīkṣit Maharaj, he was exhausted with the material things, but he is not coming with his own false ego or his designation, nothing. Everything detached, and he was begging in front of the spiritual master. He accepted Sukadeva Goswami as a spiritual master. So in front of him, so he is begging. What he is begging? Please show the way of perfection for all the persons. He is not only asked, please show me the way. He is asking, show the way for all the persons in the world. And who is not only who is living along with him, it is for the future generation as well. That's the reason the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam appears from this lotus mouth of Sukadeva Goswami. So, and also he is asking, especially for the one who is about to die. So he is asking, who is about to die? He is asking the knowledge. He is asking, he is begging, please let us know what is the way of perfection. So this is the very great questions a devotee always should ask. What is the way I can be perfect myself? So all the questions and answers answered already done by Sukadeva Goswami and Parīkṣit Maharaj. They discussed. So no need of we need to speculate any questions. It's not necessary. Already it is questions and answered, and what all the things are exactly cleared in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So we just need to read and apply in our life. That's all. That's enough. So Parīkṣit Maharaj especially he is asking for this one who is about to die, what he is to do. That is the question he is asking. So we will think, okay, anyway, Parīkṣit Maharaj is about to die in 7 days. So he asked these questions for himself. But if you understand the deep meaning of that, are we know when are we going to die? And also we are dying every day. So he is asking for the question for especially who is about to die, means this question is applicable for us also. How it is applicable? One sense, we are dying every day. We are going towards death every day. And other sense, okay. The other sense, the death, anytime it can come to us. So we can't say that we will be dying. For Parīkṣit Maharaj, it is fixed. After 7 days, he is going to leave. But for us, death is not fixed. It may happen next moment also, next minute, next hour, next day, or next year, or maybe after some years. So we don't know. But death is certain. So the death is certain means we are going towards death without knowing when is going to happen. So since that is the death is the goal of this human body of life, then we are also, our goal, since our goal is death, so we are also a dying man. Every day we are dying man. So we need to accept that truth. It is not necessary, okay, I am youth, I am young, I am active, I am strong, I'm not going to die. It's not like that. Yes, there are so many examples in the material world we saw. There are so many people, popular people, with the name, fame, cine actors and some sports person. They are bodily, they were so much of healthy, but unfortunately, they attained the death in their very young age. But even a person who is not bodily strong, they are living till the age of 100. But the person who is bodily strong, but he is unfortunately they were dying quickly. So death is not is a it's a fixed one for all of us. Fixed day, this is going to come on fixed day. It's not like that. Anytime, any moment, it can happen. So the perfection is we always ready to accept that. So that in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying that when a person about to leave this material world, about to die, when he is leaving this material body, if that time, if he remembers me, he will come back to me. And also he is saying that whatever the thinking is happening, he is having at the time of death, he will attain that for certain. That is for sure. That promise also he is giving. So why we are reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, why we are doing the chanting in the early, once we wake up, we are not taking care of any other material activity. We are not taking care of our health. We are not taking care of our household work. We are not taking care of our office work. Immediately, once we wake up, especially the devotees of the Lord, who are trying to be a pure devotee. So what we are doing, we are just waking up. Immediately, we are cleanse ourselves and we are sitting for the chanting. We are trying to connect with the Lord. So this is the primary duty of a sadhaka bhakta. So they have to follow the rules and regulations so that they can get the bhakti in their life. They can become a pure devotee one day. So currently we are in the practicing devotee. We are trying to be a devotee and we are trying to enter in the spiritual kingdom. So our aspiration is to enter into the spiritual kingdom, to get out of this material world, to get out of this birth and death. So that is our aspiration. But actually a pure devotee, they won't feel even Lord put him in a material world, or Lord put him in the hell, or Lord put him in the heaven, or Lord put him in the Vaikuntha planet, or Lord put him in the Goloka Vrindavana. All the places are same for the person who is a pure devotee of the Lord. Why it is become pure? It is become all are same. Because wherever he goes, he will preach, he will give the knowledge to about the not to everyone. So that is his duty. So that is a pure devotee mood also. So they won't feel that even in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mahaprabhu also asking the same thing. He is also one of the sisters Astakam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying like that. Mama Janmane Janmaneshwara Bhavadad Bhaktir Agaituki Tvai. So even though you are giving me, I'm like taking birth after birth, please give me the benediction so that I can become your devotee. So that is the prayers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was a Lord himself, and he wanted to exhibit how the mood of a devotee should be. So we also follow the same thing. Our mood also should be like that. Whatever the situation Lord putting us, so our mood should be always in the devotional. I want to have a pure bhakti in my life, and also whatever we got from this through our discipline section and through our pure acharyas, through pure devotees, we need to spread over among who are all reachable to us, who are all near and dears, who are the relations, friends, and who are eager to hear, who wanted to know about bhakti, we have to spread. So that is the mood of Parīkṣit Maharaj. So when you hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam in the mood of Parīkṣit Maharaj mood, then only that knowledge will absorbed by our heart. We can observe it properly, and we can exhibit that whatever we learn. So we always need to be in the mood of Parīkṣit Maharaj. What is the mood of Parīkṣit Maharaj? Parīkṣit Maharaj here, his mood is, he is begging the spiritual master for the perfection. What is the perfection for all the persons? And the answer is already provided in the Bhagavatam. So we need to read Bhagavatam, so that what is the perfection? It can be revealed from the pages of Bhagavatam. So once we need to understand, we need to apply in our life, so that we will also can preach the whatever we are applying in our life, we will also preach to others. So it is like whatever we got the happiness, we are just distributing. So by distributing, the happiness become triple, triple, it will happen. It will expand multiple way. Whatever you are experiencing happiness. If suppose you are hitting the happiness, only once suppose you passed one exam in the material way, you passed one exam and you got some award from somebody. Then if you only, anyway, you will be happier about that. I got the award again. And when you give that information, okay, I got the award, kind of, it will spread to our neighbors and our friends, our family members and our masters. Then they will glorify us. Then they will be happy, also happy. By seeing their reactions, whatever we got the happiness, it will increase. So that is even the material thing also giving the more happiness by spreading the news. So why can't the news of Lord, the Bhagavatam, whatever the knowledge in the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, why can't this give the more happiness if you spread this among all over the people? It will give the more than the material pleasure it will give. So even though once you get the award, maybe that pleasure will be there for specific particular time, maybe 1 week, 10 days, maybe it may go extend till for a month. After that, you will forget, you will get into the normal material life. But whatever the happiness we are getting through the spiritual activities, happiness through hearing the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge things, it will never going to forget, because it is connected with our consciousness. So it will increase our consciousness towards the Lord, so that we will enjoy the bliss, because Satchit Ananda, the Lord body form is Satchit Ananda. So we are also the part and parcel of the Lord. Since because of our material, since we touch the material world, our body become made up of stool, bones and all. But originally, our body is Satchit Ananda only, because we are also part and parcel of the Lord. We are also Satchit Ananda with the Vigraha only. But because of our material contamination, we are not able to understand that. So the thing is, by reading this scriptures, by understanding scriptures, by spreading this knowledge to others, we will also enjoy that what Lord is enjoying, the Ananda, blissful, that bliss we can also enjoy. So our duty is to spread the knowledge to all the others. So there are some quotes in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, so we can see how this knowledge is perfect and how it will help other human beings. So in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, we are every day we are reciting this sloka, the first canto, second chapter, 18th sloka. Every day before starting the Bhagavatam class, we are reciting. Nashta prayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavate uttama sloke bhaktin bhavati naistiti. Naistiki. What is the meaning of this? The translation, if you see, by regular attendance in the classes of Bhagavatam and by rendering of the service to the pure devotee. These two activities is mentioned here. Regular attendance to the Bhagavatam class and rendering service to the pure devotee. What will happen? All that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. So whatever the troublesome in our heart, everything will be destroyed completely. And loving service under the personality of Godhead, what will happen? What will give? So everything will be destroyed. Our troublesome will be destroyed, and it will increase the loving service under the personality of Godhead. So who is praised with the transcendental song? So this is who is praised with the transcendental songs? The personality of God is Krishna is praised with the transcendental songs. That will is established as an irrecoverable fact in our heart. So this is the reaction of by hearing the Bhagavatam and rendering service to the pure devotee. That is the reason we are reciting, we are remembering ourselves to giving the consciousness to us that we are reciting, we are hearing the Bhagavatam, so that let the God will appear in our, manifest in our heart, so that we will also feel the bliss. And also whatever the anarthas in our heart, it will get destroyed. So this is the meaning, whatever we are reciting every day. So everyone should know what we are reciting and what is the meaning of it. And there is one more place in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 2nd chapter, 8th sloka and the 4th verse, what it is mentioned. Shranvata Shradaya Nityam Granatascha Setitam Kalena Natirgena Bhagavan Vishite Hridi. What is mentioned here? Person who hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam regularly and are always taking the matter very seriously will have the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna manifested in their hearts within a short time. This is these are the scriptures. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam page itself, it is glorified. What is the benefit we'll get? So who are hearing this Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam regularly, always what we hear, we need to contemplate. Since that's the reason we are discussing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam the early morning itself. So whatever because now our mind is fresh, we chant it and it has become calm. It can observe the spiritual knowledge from the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam very completely. That is the reason we are discussing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam in the early morning itself. So now, whatever we are hearing here, the entire day, we have to contemplate the same thing. Every day we are discussing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So every day we are getting some of the other taste from that. So that need to be released the whole day, so that it will be always permanently stored in our mind. And it will cleanse our mind and it will store in our brain. Or so that our consciousness also will change accordingly. So that is here it is promised by the acharyas. Person who hears Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam regularly and always taking the matter very seriously will have the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna manifest in their hearts within a short time. And this is 100% truth. It is absolute truth. Absolute truth in the sense, for any circumstances, this is the truth. And there is one more. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, second chapter, 2nd canto, 8th chapter, and sloka number 2. Etat viditum ichchami tattvam tattvavidambara harer adbhuta viryasya kataloka sumangalaha. What is saying that? The king said, I wish to know narration concerning the Lord who possesses wonderful potencies are certainly auspicious for living beings in all planets. So he is Parīkṣit Maharaj. What he is saying? Narrations concerning to the Lord. So whatever we are calling as bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, karma yoga, everything we are calling as yoga. Yoga in the sense which is linking through that activity, we are linking, connect our living entity, the individual soul, connecting with the super soul. The activity which is connecting a living entity, the super soul, that activity is called yoga. That's the reason we are linking to the Lord through karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga. That's why it is called as yoga, because that will take us towards the Supreme Lord. That will connect us towards the Supreme Lord. And in the Kali Yuga, there is no other yoga. There are Jada yoga. Other yogas are called as Jada yoga, because we don't have bodily strong also to do the stringent tapasya, and also we don't have time to do the yagya and all. They don't have the pure things to do, and we don't have that much lifetime also to build a big temples and worship the Lord, all those steps. So in the Kali Yuga, it is mentioned that chanting of the holy name of the Lord, it is enough. And hearing about Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So why we are hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and Bhagavad Gita, and we are discussing every day, so that our faith on the God, because we lost the faith on the God, or we forget the faith on the Lord, the connection between the Lord and between Lord and us got disconnected. So it is not like that Lord forget that, we forget that, but Lord always remember. That's the reason he is sitting as Paramatma in our heart. So he is always he's there. So through this discussions of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam to the association of pure devotees, we can remember, we can recollect, and we re-establish the connection between us and towards the Lord. So that is the reason this year in this slokas, we discuss whatever we discussed, all the Bhagavatam slokas, it is specified that it will take you, the whatever we are hearing, if you contemplate that the whole day, it will definitely, it will melt your heart, and it will create a circumstances that it will reestablish the connection between us and the God. So it is not, it is pure, no need to test this. Already practically everything is clinically proven. So no need to test, okay, let me try and all those things. Already you don't want to challenge that. Because already proven, there are so many, yes, the knowledge we got millions of years back, but also it is 5,000 years back, it came as through Vyasadeva, incarnation of the God himself. It came directly, gave this knowledge to us. So it is no need of contemplate, no need of test, no need of doubt anything. We have so many pure devotees by reading, by hearing, attain the perfection in our life. So since by hearing their glories, and even our Acharya Prabhupada, our ISKCON Acharya Prabhupada, he himself is the best example for that. See, he just followed the pages, what is specified in the scriptures. He followed the authorities, followed the bona fide spiritual master. He made his life perfection. So these are all Lord giving us the chance to understand how we are devotee. Yes, we were not there when Prabhupada was there physically. But we are now, we are hearing, we are reading his teachings, and we are getting inspired on that. And our God is helping melt, and we are connecting with the Lord, and we are getting the spiritual relationship. So this is the power of a pure devotee, association of pure devotee, in the form of physically or even though through his body, we can connect with it will change the heart of in region, even the non-devotees also. There is a mention in this sloka. See here, the purport. See what Prabhupada is writing over here. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is certainly a very dear scripture for all the devotees of the Lord, but it is auspicious even for the non-devotee also, because it explains that even the non-devotee hovering under the spell of material energy can be delivered from such clutches if they hear the narration of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam with devotion and attain from the right source, representing the Lord by disciplic succession. So even the non-devotee, we are also, once upon a time, we were also non-devotee. We are not aware of Lord. But now we are trying to be a devotee, we are trying to establish a reconnection between the Lord and us. Why? Because we got the tinge of association of your disciplic succession devotees, pure devotees, that, and also we are hearing the narration of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, that we ourselves are the best example of a non-devotee also can get a devotion. We are the best example. We were a non-devotee. Initially, we went to ISKCON just to do the time pass and to have the prasadam. But by hearing from the pure devotees, one or two words went into their heart, and by seeing the Vigraha Aradhana and Kirtan and the chanting of the holy name, it melted our heart, and we are also in the path of becoming to make our life perfection. So that is the power of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and scriptures and the devotees of the Lord. So today's sloka we discussed about Parīkṣit Maharaj. He was begging to Srila Sukadeva Goswami, what is the way of perfection for all the living entities, all the persons, and especially for one who is about to die. So this is the great questions. This is the mood of the pure devotee. He was always speak about at large, and always you'll look for other benefit as well. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki Jai.